Dennis Sawala from Detroit sent us Raisin Duck Rouge. It's featured in our Outdoor Digest this issue, and it's one that John Mackenzie up at Coyle's at Houghton Lake prepared for us using some of the bluebills that we got out on that big mystery lake.
It looks like good pieces of meat.
Well, you know, the bluebills, I was a little apprehensive because they're dark meat. Bluebills eat fish, and they can be kind of strong. But first of all, John doused it with some burgundy wine.
2 cans of mandarin oranges. And he adds juice and all to this. And it's going to cook down. The juices and the wine will actually cook right down. Make kind of a sauce here out of the whole thing.
A 2-stage cooking process because that goes into the oven for an hour.
Yep, and
just
his
like
big
that.
commercial oven there.
350 degrees. When it comes out, he says, Dennis says, drain off all the juice.
Yep.
Now that must be where some of the strong fishy flavor is. I imagine. I didn't try any of that. And now look at this. Put a couple beef things in, some
Beef bouillon and mushroom gravy. It sounds like a great combination.
Well, that dark meat of the duck, I think, lends
You're
itself
gonna
to
need
those.
That's
then,
right.
And then here goes the more common accoutrements for waterfowl recipes: orange juice and honey.
And honey. Yep, duck lends itself very well here to the orange juice and the mandarin oranges. And raisins. Now these are going to plump up when they cook.
2 tablespoons sprinkled in here.
Seedless raisins.
The lid goes on into the oven for another hour. Then you take it off for the last half hour. That means these have been cooking in here, and then comes the cornstarch, which John mixes in.
Of course, the cornstarch is just for texture. Has very little flavor. Sometimes the cornstarch, you'll need a little salt, but
Little salt?
a little salt to it'll put a little blandness into the food. What this will do is thicken the sauce up so it's more like a gravy and less like liquid.
Why is it that so many duck recipes have orange, pineapple, you know, those types of fruits and honey and...
Duck yields itself very well to the flavors of fruit. They go very well together. So it's just a natural combination almost. It's a dark meat instead of a white meat like a breast of a chicken or something.
And here it is. It looks very much like a stroganoff.
It's great. I'm not real fond of sweet and sour, but you can taste the duck, and it's very, very good.
Well, frankly, I'm not real fond of the diver ducks that do tend to taste fishy.
They're tough.
But I was surprised that this made them quite mild. And, you know, for substitutions, I don't know if you could use this with beef or whatever. But
Sure.
It's great with duck.
Leftover turkey, too.
Leftover turkey. What a deal for tonight. Well, folks, whatever you do, I hope on this long weekend you can get outdoors, have a safe weekend. Outdoors is a great place to be. We'll see you next week. There. Here comes some more working. Boy, there's lots of birds working. Oh, here they're coming this way. We got a group of them. I don't know if they're going to be too high. These are too high.